74% earn less than $50,000. You're gonna live basically what, paycheck to paycheck, comfortable. You live in Outback, Applebee's, TG.
I've learned a lot from you just watching you over the past few months. And I used to be one of those women who were delusional, but I appreciate you because you brought me to my senses. So I understand that that's pretty much what
Miss
I'm going to have
Shakira,
to
what do you
accept.
think? What do you think about sharing a man?
I think it's not gonna really work because like
Okay.
women are jealous, and and it probably work if they keep it to themselves and never let her find out. But
Where are your people
it's
from?
not
Where are your people
my.
from?
Oh, I'm American, but I have African.
I mean, what state? I mean, I know you're
Oh,
American.
oh, California,
California.
LA.
Where your grandmother from?
Originally from Louisiana.
Okay, I guarantee you went back to Louisiana. Your grandmother, and your great grandmother, they did it. How do you think you get somebody for 30 or 40, 50 years? You from the South. This is where I'm from. This is where this shit comes from. How many people went to Big Daddy's funeral and met the whole nother family?
Yeah.
Women have always had to share men.
But like openly, like like do you
Yes,
feel
it
like
would
my
be better
grandma knew?
because here's the reason you have to share it openly. Because one, if you mismanage your youth to where you get to be in your 30s, that's your problem.
Uh-huh.
So women have a problem with men lying. And I'm just telling ladies, get to the point where you got to share a man and you ain't got to lie. Let me tell you what happened. When I used to be a liar, when I started all that shit in college and I was lying to women, it was stressful and it caused a lot of damn problems. When I started being upfront with women and said, hey, this is how it is, guess what? You got the option. Let's just say, I'm sorry, Randy. Let's just say let's say Randy's my wife. You would have to get along with Randy. You would like to know, you'd have to at least know about her if you decide you wanted to deal with me. Or you could choose to deal with somebody who's not me. But you can't have me all to yourself.
Can I say something though?
Go ahead. Now we're talking
I
about it.
I
We're
know
talking.
that that's probably true what you said about, my grandma generation, but we're kind of in a different generation where women feel like, they have the say so. So,
They don't, but they can feel whatever the hell they want to.
yeah.
You can feel whatever you want to. How you gonna make that happen? How you gonna make it a reality?
I know. I understand what you're saying.
See,
I'm just saying
the problem is today women want too much for what you are. Mostly every woman I meet thinks there's a prize. They think they're queens. They think they're. You watch my show, and how many women sit here on this program day in day out tell you they deserve a man of value, and ain't but 10% of these men available. But 100% of women say they want them. All right, and I'm talking about a man in that category, a top 20%, 15%, 10% man.
Okay.
Why do you? Let's flip it. Let's put you as a top 10% woman, right? Even better, let's put you as a top 1% woman.
Me.
Why should why should you get less? Why should Rihanna be dating a taxi cab driver? But see, y'all understand it when it's that way. And what's more likely gonna happen? The older you get, you're gonna get more money or less? More on the sexual marketplace credit card or less? Go ahead. So, Randy, what you think about what I just said?
I agree with you. Like I had to kind of learn that the hard way, though. I didn't always think like that. Like I was all about monogamy, but then once I realized that the guys that I were dating always wanted to put me in their side chick category, I kind of started looking for answers on why that
You
was.
know who becomes
And
the
that's
main
kind of when I
chick?
stumbled across you.
You know who becomes the main chick? The main chick who understands you're gonna have side chicks. You know where I learned this the most? From educated, beautiful black women. Professional, educated, beautiful, fit, accomplished, black women because you asked them who they were dating and who it is, the pilot, the banker, the this, the that, the da-da-da. And you know what they said? You know what? There was rules. There was rules. And every one of them could have married, chose to marry. Man, please. I'm not, and here's the hardcore reality. I'm gonna take y'all off camera. Camera one, here's the reality. The women who I've learned this from over years, smoke y'all. And then you gonna come through with your average, above average, below average self, and think you gonna get better than what women up here who set the market get? Please. Where in the hell can you go in the store and say, you know what your customer pays, I should get. I work down at the, I don't want to insult the post office, but I work down at the local florist. My business is just as valuable as theirs. Ma'am, she got an Amex Black. She got a black card. Yes. That's a Walmart prepaid card. Yes. We would rather have her business than yours. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, it sounds rude, but it's true. And Randy, I'll be honest with you, more men, if you can understand what I'm saying, the spirit of what I'm saying, you'll have better relationships with men. Because honestly, most men don't want to have to manage all these women. They just want women to know if I chose to. So because I'm coming home monogamously to you, you need to be happy and respect that, because it is human nature to where you get comfortable with something, you get contemptuous of it. Comfort breeds contempt. So that's the point. It's not as though all these men want to be having all these relationships. In fact, they want to come home and like I told that woman the other day, she's like, I start to nitpick. And I'm like, well, when you start to nitpick, the first thing you do is go jump in the shower, take out the shower, get out naked, and look at yourself. You'll stop nitpicking at folks. Let me bring some more folks in here. I'm going to leave you guys on, but I mean, I'm glad you at least started listening. And Miss Shakira, you know, you don't have to agree. Just listen to the arguments. That's all I'm asking you ladies to do. Listen to the arguments. Because I'm not trying to pull the okey doke on women. I'm trying to get you to understand how men think.
Yeah.
How men think.
I did listen and I agree, but I was just saying I don't think women is going to allow that. And that's why majority of them
what woman won't allow, what women won't allow. Okay. So let's talk about it. We're talking about women who 74% or more, 74% earn less than $50,000, okay? Right? 74% earn less than $50,000. Meaning that when you die, the meaning you're not going to have enough to retire on. You're going to live basically what, paycheck to paycheck, comfortable. You'll live an Outback, Applebee's, TGI Fridays, Macy's kind of life, right? Right? That sounds fine. I'd rather do that than have to share, right? Until you're 60. Until you're 60. Then what happens? At $50,000 when you're 60. Shakira, what do you think?
I don't think it's going to work.
Okay.
I don't know.
So you know what's going to end up happening? Then who they going to live with?
Yeah, they are going to be single.
No, they can't be single because most won't own a home.
Yeah.
So when you're aged, who's going to be your care? Who's going to be your network? Other women?
I don't want to be in that boat. I don't want to be in that boat.
I didn't ask about being in that boat. I'm saying that you say you don't think women are going to accept it. I'm like, okay, Then what are they going to accept? The golden girls?
Being lonely. That's what they rather be lonely.
It's beyond being lonely. See, what I get to people is I start getting to places that women don't even want to think about. They don't even want to think about it. They're like, I don't even want to contemplate that thought, but you got to.
Yeah.
You got to contemplate that thought because you're 32. Are you married?
I'm not, no.
Any children?
One, but deceased.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Do you have anybody seriously vetting you for marriage?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and that's my ultimate point. Marriage ain't about your happiness or loyalty. It is about practicality. If 74% of our women earn less than $50,000 nationwide, and you can't get a man to be loyal to you, then that means you're going to end up what? You're going to have to share your space with somebody. So are we saying you? So are we? So not speaking for you, but are we thinking that women would actually want to be 200 some odd pounds, 5'4", 3 or 4 women to a house?
No, I don't think they would want to do that.
No, they start. You know what they start doing? Shit, I'd rather go get that dude to work at the post office because I'd rather live with a man. Because you ladies, I talk to women who date men and women. They have sex with women, but they won't date women. And one thing I've heard from these women is dating women has made them understand what men go through. So they gonna share. They gonna share. They gonna share. They gonna end up being in spinster villages. Either way, invest in cat food and particle board. Yeah. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, man. I'm serious, man, because I know a lot of women are like, I don't want to be doing it. I'm not gonna do that. I won't share no man. And see, the funny thing is, I hear a lot of influencers and people, and I'm just gonna say a lot of people in the industry, a lot of women in the industry telling women, you ain't got to do this, got to stop listening to these Generation X women who are in the industry. They make more money than you do, and they have deeper networks. You can't have the life they're talking about. And I guarantee you, they don't want to go to your life.